Hello and welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream I am saying goodbye to my game of the year, Astro's Playroom, for now. So sit back, relax, grab the popcorn, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. So before I say farewell to, honest to God, my game of the year, Astro's Playroom, I'm going to have one more visit to the fantastic PlayStation Labo, full of PlayStation consoles, accessories and references. To an entire generations of PlayStation. And howdy do to my first and lovely viewer. You are very welcome to Green Hill Gaming, where I am, for now, saying goodbye to Astro's Playroom, my game of the year. So it is great to have you in the live stream, and I hope you're keeping well and enjoy the live stream. So yeah, before we say goodbye to this absolutely fantastic game, I'm going to have a visit to the PlayStation Labo, where, as you can see, full of PlayStation consoles and accessories, and in a moment you will see PlayStation references across generations of PlayStation history. Hello, Astrobots. I am going to really miss this game. This game has been an absolute PlayStation nostalgia journey. I have felt so much nostalgia playing this game. It's absolutely insane. This game has injected, like, you know, PlayStation nostalgia into my veins. I can't describe it. It's an amazing feeling. It's like I've died and went to PlayStation heaven. What are you looking for? Are you looking for GTA 6? Me too, buddy. Oh Lord, GTA 6, huh? When are we ever going to see GTA 6? Oh lads, I'm gonna miss ye, the Dance Dance Revolution bots. So Dance Dance Revolution obviously being a massive reference. There was many Dance Dance Revolution games released on PlayStation consoles over the years. Ah, the dancing bot on the table. Let's have one final dance with you. The hula hoop bots. And this guy makes me laugh every single time. I mean, his head is going 90. My God, this guy takes hula hoop to the next to the next level, like, doesn't he? Oh Christ! Oh lads. Oh yeah, this guy here, who is clearly not paying attention to the monitor, clearly not good at his job. He doesn't seem to realise there is a massive error, and behind that error is a massive T-Rex. And you're going to see at the end of this live stream why this guy here should really be paying attention. And there we have some bots playing the PS2. Ray tracing in this game is absolutely absolutely unbelievable. It took me a while to figure out what ray tracing actually is, but it's basically real-time reflections. You know, if you look at a shiny old-fashioned TV screen like this, you know, you get that reflection. Well, that reflection is actually translated very well in the game. So this actually looks like a TV screen with the reflection. It's still kind of hard to describe, but I hope you understand what I mean. This guy is going to give me a belt of a boomerang, is he? Oh no, he gave himself a belt of a boomerang. Classic PlayStation home. This guy really likes his PlayStation friends, maybe a bit too much, to be honest with you. Another guy's slacking off. And I don't even want to know what that robotic arm is doing to poor Sackboy, to be honest with you. Some more bots playing some PS3. This guy can't seem to figure out what he's doing, poor guy. Lads are going PlayStation store shopping. The trophy section, the reason I'm so kind of happy to say trophies is today I finally got a platinum in this game, Astro's Playroom. So I finally have a real life, oh, just blew it away, but I finally have a real life platinum. So happy. So happy. Sony Interactive Entertainment. There's a model of the classic T-Rex from the tech demo of Demo 1. And I think that's a reference to Ridge Racer, which is the classic PlayStation game. Ah, and here's my purple little buddy, Spyro the Dragon. Watch out, buddy. You got burnt. Toasted. There's a classic PlayStation 1. Okay. So now that we've said a final farewell to the, for now, final farewell for now, if that makes sense. A bit like wrestlers who retire in World Wrestling Entertainment. Farewell for now. So yeah. Now that I said farewell to these lovely Astro bots, I'm now going to have one final journey through PlayStation history, visiting classic PlayStation consoles. Starting with the console, let's start with it all. And hello to my second and lovely viewer. You are very welcome to Green Hill Gaming, where I am in this live stream saying goodbye for now to my game of the year, Astro's Playroom. It is great to have you in the live stream, and I hope you're keeping well and enjoy the live stream. So this console is where it all started, the very first PlayStation. This is the console, this is the first PlayStation console I played, so I've been there from the very beginning of this fantastic journey, the PlayStation journey. This console is where I played Spyro the Dragon, Resident Evil, Final Fantasy, Metal Gear Solid, among many other great games I'm still playing to this day and still love to this day. And I still love doing that. And I can't believe how detailed these models actually are. It's actually hard to believe these are actually models. That's not a real PlayStation, like, that's a model. It looks so realistic. Best memory I've had on the PlayStation console would probably be playing Spyro the Dragon. Putting Spyro the Dragon into this disc drive here, my fondest memory of the PlayStation 1. The memory cards, gotta have one of these if you wanted to save your game progress. Really hated when these memory cards got full up. And of course you can have a console without a controller. So here are the two controllers for PlayStation. This is the controller that first came out, and this is the DualShock 1 controller that added in vibration and analog sticks. These are what PlayStation discs look like. It's hard to pick a favourite PlayStation game, but I'm going to say it's Fire the Dragon. These lads can't decide which game they want to play. I know I've been there many times, lads, many times. This is a PlayStation Pocket, which I've never actually played. It's basically like a Tamagotchi PlayStation. This is the PS1, a slimmer version of the PlayStation. And you can add this LCD screen to it, meaning you can play your PlayStation games without a TV. So bringing portable PlayStation to life. Released long before the Switch, so Sony got there first. Sony got there first. This is the multi-tap, allowing you to connect up 4 other controllers to the console, allowing for massive multiplayer sessions. You can also put a memory card as well into it. This is a PlayStation mouse, which I've never actually had, to be honest with you. So PlayStation 1, where it all began. And now we go to the PlayStation 2 generation, I should say. Fun little Easter egg there. If you have your PS2 flat down like this is what the PlayStation badge here will look like. But if you decided to place it vertically, you can actually switch the PlayStation logo. My favorite PS2 game, probably Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I'm actually just throwing it out there, to be honest with you. I have so many favourite games on PS2. I just said Vice City out of the top of my head. PS2 has some of the best games of all time. It's hard to choose one, to be honest. These are the both controllers, which I've actually never played, to be honest. This is a joint PS2. Well, it's joint compared to Astro, anyway. And there's that classic sound effect. The classic startup sound. This is a network adapter, allowing you to connect your PS2 online. Thankfully, I actually got the PS2 Slim, which is around here somewhere. I promise you, it is around here somewhere. There it is. I was there originally. So, on the very back of the PS2 Slim, there is an Ethernet adapter. So thankfully, I didn't need that big chunky network adapter over here. These are the SingStar microphones. Thankfully, nobody had the misfortune of hearing me sing into one of them. This is the PS2 multitap. It works similar to the PS1 multitap. In fact, it works identically. Come here, yes. iCamera. I have had so much fun playing this game. How are you punching? So much fun playing this. Good old iToy. Oh, almost forgot the memory card. I never had one of these when I got the PS2 first, so I had to wait quite a while to get hold of the memory card. It was actually frustrating waiting to get hold of one of these. This is a PS2 DualShock 2 controller. Now we move on to the PlayStation 3. There was quite a few there was three PS3s. 3 being the magic word there. I'll start off with the very first PS3, which is all the way up here. What are you doing? You're cleaning it for me. Aren't you great? So PS3 ushered in the HD generation of PlayStation. This is the PS2 Slim. And this is the updated PS3 Slim. Now we have the handhelds, the PSP handheld PlayStation. And these are the UMDs. These are the little mini discs that would go into the PSP. You could also watch movies on the PSP as well. And here we have the PSP Lite. I think it was called the PSP Lite anyway. So this kind of cool kind of sliding feature to it. This is a PS. It's a GPS actually for the PS Vita, I think. This is a camera for the PS Vita, and this is a microphone for the PS Vita, or also could be for the PSP, not too sure. And again, you can see the ray tracing. Well, you probably can't see it on your device unless you have, unless you're watching it on a 4K TV, possibly. But you can see this real reflection, like from the actual real game world, reflecting onto the screen of the PSP. It's really, really cool. These are PlayStation Move controllers. And this is the PlayStation camera. Oh, and these are the cartridges that go into the PS Vita as well. So now we move on to the PS4. Starting with the PS4 console. Let's go up here for a little bit. Smack the PS4 for no reason. This is the DualShock 4 controller, obviously. Then we have the processor for the VR, PlayStation VR. This is the PS4 Pro. This is the no, this is the PS4 Pro. Sorry, I think. Yes, this is the regular PS4, and this is the PS4 Pro. So what the hell is the? Oh no, sorry, that's the original PS4 over here. And then they release a new, I think, a newer kind of toned down model. Oh, sorry, it's a slimmer model. And then you have the PS4 Pro. And over here we have the camera for the PS4. And look at this, the PSVR headset. I've had the privilege of actually playing PSVR, and it's an experience out of this world. Believe me, you are literally inside the game. PS4 memory, the return of Spur the Dragon Reignited Trilogy, my best memory of playing PlayStation 4, hands down. Never really played PS Vita. PS3, I was late for the party. I got it when GTA 5 came out. In fact, this was actually the version of the PS3 that I got, so I can get GTA 5. A long story to tell about why I was late for getting PS3. I don't have time to talk about it in this live stream, believe me. Just want to see if my audio is coming on, actually. Yes, it is. A bit short in time, that's why I'm kind of rushing through this, but nonetheless, I am saying my final goodbyes for now to Astro's Playroom. Just having one more journey to PlayStation Labo, to PlayStation history, for all these great consoles. And there it is itself, the beast, the current beast. PlayStation 5, and there's a DualSense controller here, the PlayStation camera, and the fantastic PlayStation Pulse headset that I'm actually wearing right now as we speak. I'm now going to give you a more up-close and personal view of all of these accessories and consoles. I just kind of quickly do it though, because I'm a bit short in time. Actually, I'm not really that short in time. What am I saying? I'm actually not. Let's take a little bit more time here, actually. Yes. Okay, so once again, this is the PlayStation. This is where it all began for PlayStation, and for where it all began for me. This was the first PlayStation console that I played. I was there from the very beginning of PlayStation's fantastic journey. I love it. So I played Grand Theft Auto for the first time as well. In fact, it was Grand Theft Auto 1 that motivated me to get the PlayStation console, actually. There is the controller. It was simple, but I got the job done. PlayStation disc. The memory card. Gotta have that memory card if you want to save the progress. PlayStation mouse again, I never had that. The multi-tap, I also never had that. This is where the controller got a bit more beefier. Vibration and analog sticks. The Pocket Station, which again is like a Tamagotchi version of PlayStation. Never had it. PS1, I played it. My dad's friend had a PS1 with the LCD screen, which we'll see in a moment. And it basically allows you to play PlayStation games without a TV. So I was able to play SmackDown, I think it was Know Your Role, on the PS1 with this screen here. So it didn't need a TV. Pretty cool memory actually. PS2, God almighty. First time I played PS2, I was blown away. One of my earliest memories is playing Grand Theft Auto 3 and getting into a van in GTA 3 and just realizing, holy shit, this van looks like an actual van. And I was blown away by the graphics of GTA 3 and PS2. Anybody, you know would say, but those graphics are nothing. Well, back then they were fantastic. I also spilled candle wax all over my PS2. That's a fun memory. It worked perfectly fine though. This is obviously the controller. This is what PS2 disc looked like, and what was cool is I had this blue colour to it, which is fantastic. I have to pop into the kitchen momentarily to just to do something for my cooking, cook for my dinner. So I'll be right back, literally. And I am back, continuing my farewell for now to Astro's Playroom, my game of the year, showing you some classic PlayStation consoles and accessories, including the PlayStation 2 memory card. Again, I had to wait a little while before I could actually get a memory card, so it meant that I had to play Resident Evil Code Veronica X and Grand Theft Auto 3 without a memory card, which was really frustrating. Never had the multi-tap, but a pretty cool feature. Again, like, you know, allowing you to add 4 more controllers to the console. And how do you do to my lovely viewers watching Green Hill Gaming right now? You're all very welcome to the live stream, where I am saying my final farewell for now, if that makes sense. I know. But final farewell for now to Astro's Playroom, my game of the year, journeying through PlayStation history for one final time. For now. PS2 network adapter again. This would allow you to connect your PS2 to the internet to play online multiplayer. And the very fun iToy, which I've had so much fun playing. Really, really cool game. Literally puts you into the game. So funny. And again, people never had the misfortune of hearing me singing, thankfully. And we got the slim PS2. Very satisfying opening and closing this disc tray. And thankfully, again at the back of it, had an Ethernet cable, so you didn't need the adapter. Just put your Ethernet cable into the back of it, and Bob's your teapot. The Buzz controller. I've heard it's a very fun game, but I never actually played it. And PlayStation's first handheld. I mean, fair due to Sony for competing with Nintendo in the handheld market. To be fair, the PSP was pretty popular. I mean, you can't really compete with Nintendo in the handheld market, but fair due to Sony for saying, you know what, we'll try. And they did a good job. I mean, Grand Theft Auto, Liberty Cities, I mean, you know, Vice City Stories, I mean, on the go, like, I mean, I actually played a little bit of that game, actually. A friend of mine had it, and it was pretty cool. And these are what PSP games look like. PSP camera, pretty wonky little thing. PSP microphone, all self-explanatory. The GPS, I can't really figure out what that was about, to be honest with you. And this is the PSP Go, that's what it was called, PSP Go. So a very compact version of the PSP. I actually like that, really, to be honest with you. I really like that design. And we got the powerhouse, PlayStation 3, the console that ushered in the HD generation for PlayStation. I didn't buy the PlayStation 3 originally, so get to that in a moment. Which I'll actually, I know I said it earlier, like, but I'll say it again. And this is a DualShock 3 controller, which actually had built-in motion control, actually. And this is what a PS3 Blu-ray disc looked like. This is the PSI camera. And this is the PS3 Slim, I think it was called. That was actually funny, if you look at the description of it, surely it can't get any smaller than this. Or maybe it can. This is the PS3 that I got. I got it at the launch of GTA 5. PS Move controller, I never had it. Never had it. I was more of a Nintendo fanboy back in the day. You know, I was more like Nintendo Wii for the win, so never had PS Move, no. And this is the navigation, this is the other part of the PS Move controller. This is the PS Move shooting attachment. I'm happy to report, by the way, that I'm no longer a Nintendo fanboy. I'm now a gamer who appreciates all gaming consoles and games. And this is the very shiny PS Vita. The ray tracing on this is absolutely amazing. It's a bizarre experience, really, ray tracing. And these are the PS Vita cartridges. This is the PS4. Again, my greatest memory of PS4 is returning to Spyro the Dragon. The Spyro the Dragon Reignited Trilogy. This is the controller. This is like a slimmer version of the PS4. This is the PlayStation camera. This is the PSVR headset. Playing Resident Evil 7 in VR was an experience that I had never experienced before. Really loved it. And here we have the PSVR processing unit. PS4 Pro 4K gaming for the first time. PSVR aim controller. And the beast that is PS5. The best console ever created. The best PlayStation ever created. Innovation combined with specs. And this is the innovation right here. The DualSense controller, haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, motion control, which I'm demonstrating right now. Touch controls, microphone, the camera, the Pulse 3D headsets, utilised for 3D audio. And this is where it all began. I'm looking at the time here. I have enough time. I have enough time to kind of maybe like chill out a little bit more on PlayStation Lab Pro. Maybe I forgot a couple of more memories. Oh, the wall. This fantastic wall here, which is full of PlayStation history, communicated through amazing artwork. This is fantastic. So this is PlayStation 1994. The 3rd of December 1994, the launch date of PlayStation 1. You can see the T-Rex in the background in the tech demo, Demo 1. There's a SCART connection. SCART connection, you know, back in the day, if you got a SCART connection, it was the best thing ever. Your games looked amazing. Then we have the PS1 controllers. It's just full of little pieces of PlayStation history. This is PS2, 128-bit. I'm going to miss this game so much. I don't want to move on from this game, to be honest. I know they're teasing another adventure, so I'm actually looking forward to that. PS3, the Rubber Duck, the classic Rubber Duck from that tech demo of PS3. And finally the PS4. New generation. And we're in that generation right now. You know, this game is just an injection of PlayStation nostalgia. It is what this game is. After playing this game for less than a week and 100% completing it, platinum it, I just have this nostalgia like running through my blood. PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. past, present, future of PlayStation just swirling around my brain. It's just an amazing experience. Just seeing the PS1 like this with the controllers, and just seeing all of this PlayStation history, all the consoles, the accessories, the games, the references, seeing all of that, seeing Spur the Dragon. It's just like, I'm surprised I haven't overdosed on nostalgia in this game, to be honest with you. I really am. Oh my god, like, there should be a warning. This game might cause extreme reaction to nostalgia, Yeah, it's a really fun, nostalgic trip through PlayStation history is what Astro's Playroom is all about. And apart from that, the gameplay is absolutely fantastic. It's a real vibrant, colourful, fun 3D platformer, a quality 3D platformer, believe me. It's amazing gameplay. Navigating the 3D worlds of the game. The heart of the gameplay is the DualSense controller itself. Haptic feedback just gives you multiple layers of vibration. So when you're skiing on ice, you just get that very fine vibration coming from the DualSense controller. It's amazing. So all different types of vibrations, all different levels of intensiveness of the vibrations. It's really next generation vibration is DualSense. It's the haptic feedback on the DualSense. The adaptive triggers just make the triggers, the L2 and R2 button, just come to life. It's really, really cool to see, to feel those triggers react in different ways. There's pressure on them. I'm pressing it right now, and I can press it normally, but there's moments in the game where you're drawing a bow, for instance, and there'll be a force, you have to press down on the triggers, and there's a pull to them, a force to it. It's really, really cool. The touch pad is used in a really fun way when you're actually you're rolling a ball around the place, so you're actually aiming the ball, the direction of the ball, with your finger on the touch panel. The microphone is used to blow fans in the game to propel you to other areas of the game, and there's also motion control. So yes, the game is full of innovation thanks to the innovative DualSense controller and the utilization of its features. So it's been really fun to play this game. It's been really fun to look at this game as well, and just to see these 4K, stunning 4K graphics and ray tracing, come to life, making these consoles come to life. It's hard to believe they're actually 3D models. It really, really is. It's just really surprising, really surprising. So I think it is time for me to leave PlayStation Labo and say goodbye for now. I don't want to. I want to stay here forever. I feel like I'm just gliding onto PlayStation Heaven. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go into the light. You know what I mean? I want to stay here forever. Oh God, I really do. I can't. I need to move on to more PlayStation journeys. But before we do that, there's only one way to end this live stream. There's only one way to say a goodbye to Astro's Playroom. There's only one way to appreciate the history of PlayStation. There's only one way to fully get the most out of the nostalgia, and that is by getting a 1994 throwback. And it's the throwbacks of all throwbacks. There isn't any throwbacks like this. So we're going back in time to 1994. Again, this is the PlayStation, the console that started everything. What's really cool here is this Easter egg on the memory card called Ken Kotaku. I'm sorry, I just completely slaughtered his surname, but we just call him Ken. He is the father of PlayStation. He was behind the original PlayStation 1 console. He's the guy that started it all, so thank Ken. Ken did it all. And what I'm standing on right now is a piece of history. Demo 1. This was included with all PlayStation 1 consoles, and it contained demos to upcoming PlayStation games, but it also contained a certain technical demo containing a certain creature. So to wrap up this live stream and to say our final farewell, for now, to Astro's Playroom, my game of the year, we're going back in time to 1994, to where it all began for PlayStation, and paying homage to a fantastic reference for PlayStation. Going back to Demo 1. And we're going to climb these stairs of PlayStation 1 memory cards. And I've experienced this like 3 or 4 times already, but I'm still getting goosebumps. Just hearing that music in the background, seeing Demo 1 on that screen, oh my god almighty. I literally have goosebumps. If I actually bought the HD camera, you could actually see my goosebumps in glorious HD. I don't know if you'd want that, to be honest. Warning, nostalgia may cause goosebumps. And I am, one more time, about to come face to face, once again, with the T-Rex technical demo from PlayStation 1's Demo 1. What a way to end an amazing nostalgia-driven journey. Like, I love this kind of stuff. I love throwbacks and Easter eggs and references. Like, what a way to kick off PlayStation 5 and the future of PlayStation. So by going back to where it all began, in epic fashion, and paying homage to the beginnings of PlayStation. To remind ourselves where it all began. And unfortunately, it's not all over for Astro right now. Activate box mode. Really am gonna miss this game so much. It's getting new content once again, so I'm really looking forward to that. I already have ideas of what it actually could be. You know how this game was all about PlayStation accessories and consoles, and I had a little bit of references from games. I think what the add-on content could actually be is Astrobot visiting actual PlayStation games. Like Astrobot going into the world of Spyro the Dragon, going into the world of Final Fantasy VII, and coming across this boss battle is actually challenging enough. Those games. So if there was a world of Spyro the Dragon, you could like come across a couple of dragons, dragon eggs, you know, stuff like that. And if it was Final Fantasy VII, you know, you might come across classic characters, from the game, you know, stuff like that. So my prediction for the upcoming add-on content for Astro's Playroom is Astro visiting classic PlayStation games. Because once again, this game contains references to consoles and the accessories. What a final boss. And you know what? You know what he is? He is the boss of nostalgia, is what he is. What a final boss. For the whole of Astro's Playroom, the player has been visiting PlayStation history by encountering classic PlayStation consoles and accessories and various game references. But what a way to end that journey. What a way to end that nostalgia journey. Than by coming face to face with that joint T-Rex technical demo from Demo 1 on PlayStation 1. And in epic fashion as well, like, and he transformed into that much tougher version of himself or herself. We don't know if it's a male or a female, you know. It's 2020, like, you know. Did you just assume the gender of that technical demo? How dare you? There's actually a heartwarming moment here at the end of the credits. So if you don't like credits, just bear with me because you'll actually really like this. I've actually timed this live stream very well. I wanted to fit all this into 60 minutes, and so far it's gone quite well actually. I think I should be able to do it. So yeah, what I wanted to do, considering that I've completed Astro's Playroom 100%, and considering that I've actually platinumed the game, I thought I'd have one final farewell to this amazing, fun, nostalgia-filled experience. We're just doing a live stream of saying goodbye for now. To all of these classic consoles and accessories. Thank you for playing. Thank you for allowing me to play. I mean it when I say it. This is my game of the year. Like, I'm not overreacting. I'm not overreacting. Like, the kind of nostalgia that this game has given me is unlike anything I've ever experienced before. It reminds me why I'm a gamer. It reminds me why I'm a PlayStation gamer, more importantly. And it just brings back all of these like fond memories of playing Spyro the Dragon on PlayStation 1, Grand Theft Auto Vice City on PS2, GTA 5 on PS3, returning to Spyro the Dragon on PS4. I'm actually kind of getting emotional even saying it, to be honest with you, like, you know. And with PS5, God only knows what's going to happen, you know. So that giant PS5 in the center of PlayStation Labo is actually very symbolic, you know, of this journey through PlayStation. I mean, who knows what we could see on PS5? You know, the console has only launched, less than a week in Ireland. So, like, I honestly think it's my game of the year. I feel this should be game of the year for the reason of it just, when you're playing it, it just reminds you why you play games in the first place. When you see all these consoles, when you see all these like accessories that we've all played over the years. I mean, whether you started off with PS1 or whether you started off with PS4, it doesn't really matter. We're all gamers. We all play a PlayStation, and this game reminds us why we did in the first place, because we're reminded of how amazing these consoles are and how fun the accessories are, and how fun the games are when we see the references. And when we actually play this game, particularly the gameplay of this, we experience the gameplay of this game. You know, we're reminded why we like these games so much in the first place, and why we play these consoles. It's not just nostalgia, like, you know, it's just it's the experience. It's the experience, you know. And you know, I spoke in great detail of the DualSense controller and what all the innovations of that console can do for the game, and the experience as a result that it can give to the player. Is another great reason why I think this game should be Game of the Year. Haptic feedback is just out of this world. It really is. It just really draws you into the game, you know, and that combined with 4K visuals and ray tracing just makes it even more immersive. You're immersed into that game, and more importantly, as I've been saying, like, you're not just immersed into a game, you're immersed into a journey of PlayStation history and nostalgia. Like, unfortunately, it hasn't even been nominated for Game of the Year. At least Jeff Keighley's Game of the Year. But it's definitely my Game of the Year, without a shadow of a doubt. Like, I know it doesn't have the production value of a game like The Last of Us 2, and it doesn't have like the storytelling of Last of Us 2, and it's not as cinematic as Last of Us 2, but it's just the experience that this game is giving me that I feel it should be Game of the Year. Because I think that's what it is at the end of the day. It's the impact that the game gives you. It's the experience you get from playing the game that matters more so than you know, how good the game looks and its production value and stuff like that. The end result of the experience that you as the player gets that matters. And here's the part now that I was talking about, this heartwarming moment. I know like a lot of people wouldn't be fans of looking back at credits, but there's a reason why I wanted to show you this. I just think it's really nice that they've actually done this. You'll see it now in just a moment. Because so many people have worked on this game from all over the world, different backgrounds, different skill levels. A lot of IT guys. I know I probably went on a bit too long there talking about why I think Astro's Playroom should be Game of the Year. Apologies. It was just an amazing experience playing this game. You know, time traveling doesn't exist in the real world, but it exists in Astro's Playroom. You know, going back in time to PS1, and just that final moment, the final world of the final boss, seeing Demo 1 all over again, the T-Rex demo, oh, it's a magical moment, it really is. So this game has fun, it has nostalgia, it has innovation, it has everything to make a great game. Veltaz Gaming, hello to you and welcome to Green Hill Gaming, where I have been saying my final farewell for now to my Game of the Year, the very fun, innovative and nostalgia filled Astro's Playroom. Great to have you in the live stream, thanks for dropping by. How are you keeping, Veltraz? How are you keeping? Hope you're keeping well, man. This is pretty much the end of the live stream, unfortunately. But feel free to go back and watch the live stream from the beginning. Feel free to rewind this live stream. As I say my final farewells to